Yo, Zed, what up? Welcome back to Julio Zed. And, well, today we're actually gonna check out the patch notes for the new update. I hope you guys are excited. I am very excited. I have not actually checked them out. So I'm really, curious to see what they've actually done. We have our trusty monster right here. Maybe let's go get a bit more to that side because it was a bit too empty on the right. Well, my right, your left, I guess. Nope, it still would be the right side. Oh, my left, your right. Cool, found it finally. That's good. All right. First things first, we do know, as I said, that Zeus will actually get his tier 4 really soon, even though he doesn't have a tier 4 right now. He will get it really soon. They mentioned it would be the same as Madeline Pryor, so that would mean we get the update, well, today, but tomorrow it goes live. And in half a month, we get his tier 4 as well. So he's going to be on his mid-month patch. Anyway, let's go ahead and begin. So, greetings, agents. This is CM Fragment of Marvel Future Fight. A new saga begins centered around the immortal beings who reside in the sacred realm known as Olympus. In this update details, we introduced the November update featuring the Immortals of Olympus-inspired theme, the formidable powerhouse Hercules and God of the Dead Hades, Pluto, both with tier 3 and tier 4 abilities, make their first appearances along the supreme ruler of Olympus, Zeus, with tier 3 abilities. In addition, Athena, the goddess of wisdom and war, and Venus, Aphrodite, the goddess of love, joins Marvel Future Fight universe as new heroes. By the way, Hades, okay, now I know who that was. I was like, I've never heard of Pluto. Yeah, because the name was different. We are also introducing a new epic quest where you can enjoy the stories of these newly added heroes, as well as a new battleground for the Alliance battle content. The Infinite Challenge mode, promising tense and exhilarating battles. Other improvements to make the game more enjoyable have been added as well, so please check the details below. So we're going to get to enjoy that at least on the weekend when we do a stream. I hope that happens on Friday as well, even though they said Saturday and Sunday. I'm hoping here. But let's go ahead and begin. So, 5 new heroes. Check out the abilities of these characters. I'm not going to mention them again because they just mentioned the characters one more time. So we're going to start with Hercules. He's a combat superhero, alien male with Order Instinct. You get him through the epic quest. He's going to be his leadership will actually apply to all allies, increasing HP by 40%. Not really anything crazy. Tier 2 passive will give us a 35% chance to penetrate super armor, shield, and barrier, all damage immune and invincibility effect as well. It will increase skill damage by 40%, bonus damage by 40% as well. Let me just go back here. Perfect. Bonus damage as well by 40%, just the same. The passive will apply super armor, increase defense by 45%, decrease damage received by 45%, and then when his health is below 99%, he heals by 5% of his health every second. So pretty good. He is going to be very tough to kill, I guess. Or to die with when you're actually doing PvE. The first skill will have just damage. Second skill will allow you, or will basically ignore iframe. It will apply bleed and stun and remove the active buff from the target. And lastly, fracture. He will have a shield for 8 hits and 3 seconds. And lastly, that's his damage. The third skill will apply stun and damage. Fourth skill is going to be silence, incapacitation, paralysis, ignoring immunity, and then immunity for 4 seconds for him, and then the damage. And lastly, the fifth skill will apply bleed, stun, decrease all defense by 25%, stackable to 50, ignoring immunity, invincibility for 5 seconds, increase all attack and defense by 45%, all speed by 5, and critical rate by 30%, and lastly, our damage. Let's move on to Hades. He's going to be a universal supervillain, male, alien as well, and with destruction instinct. The way we get him is through the epic quest again, of course, but through the deluxe pack, and then obviously throughout the epic quest with the bonus rewards of the deluxe pack. I'm sure you get more of his bios. The leadership skill will increase fire damage by 60% to all allies. That's pretty cool. The tier 2 passive will increase flame resist by 50%, increase chain hit damage by 10% when attacking, and then increase skill damage by 35% and bonus damage by 35% as well. The passive will decrease damage received by 20%. The first skill will apply burn and damage. Second skill is going to be stun and fracture. And lastly, damage. The third skill is going to be burn, silence, and then immunity for 5 seconds, a mini proc of 50% for one attack, and then damage. The fourth skill will apply snare, decrease fire resist by 10%, stackable to 50, ignoring immunity, and a heal of 30% for him. And then lastly, increase to all attack by 50, all defense by 50, and speed by 5%, and our damage. Our last skill is going to be the fifth one, which will apply time freeze, paralysis ignoring immunity, invincibility for 5 seconds, and then damage accumulation dependent on damage that you deal, which is going to be a 1% type, so that's pretty nice. And our damage. We didn't have any damage accumulation on Hercules, which really sucks. I'm hoping it's going to be on his tier 3 or something, because otherwise he's not really that cool. We are going to check out Zeus next. He's going to be a universal superhero alien male character with order instinct. We get him through the epic quest. We get him after we've actually upgraded all the characters that are required through the epic quest. I think MODOK was one of them, and the new characters as well. The leadership skill will increase lightning damage by 60% to all allies. The tier 2 passive will apply super armor, increase defense by 30%, increase skill damage by 35%, bonus damage by 30%, decrease damage received by 20%. The passive will increase chain hit damage by 10% when attacking, and increase additional pierce by 5%. That's really nice. So I am guessing he's a native tier 3 then, because that's the only way that made sense for him to have Pierce already in his kit. I would guess it's a native tier 3, because I didn't notice that. I wasn't paying attention. The first skill will apply shock, fracture, incapacitation, and paralysis ignoring immunity. He's going to have a heal of 30% there and immunity for 4 seconds, and then his damage. Second skill will apply shock and then damage. The third skill will apply shock, decreased lightning resist by 10%, stackable to 50, ignoring immunity, and decrease all defense by 10%, stackable to 50%, ignoring immunity. Damage accumulation, and depending on damage that you deal, and it's a 1%. That's really nice. And then lastly, the damage. Our fourth skill will be an ignore iframe skill. It will apply shock, incapacitation, paralysis, ignoring immunity, a 70% chance to penetrate super armor, barrier, shield, all damage immune, invincibility effects for 5 seconds, invincibility for him for 5 seconds, and then a buff to all attack and defense by 50%, all speed by 5%, and critical rate by 45%, and our damage. The fifth skill will apply shock, snare, and shield of 10 hits for 8 seconds, and a buff to attack by 50%, and lastly our damage. Just in case, by the way, so up to this point, both Hades or Pluto and Zeus are gonna be fully element damage, so basically Judgment would really work. And from what I've noticed up to this point, pretty much every character that really works with Judgment also works with competition, so yay. Anyway, let's move on. Athena, she's going to be a combat superhero, alien female with order instinct. You get her through the paywall, the biometrics. You also get her from premium character chest. We also get her from one of the missions on the epic quest as a shifter. And then we also get her as a collection completion reward. This takes a while. By the time you complete that, you've already done the whole epic quest and probably gotten her maxed out anyway. But as I said, real quick before we continue, shifters appear randomly on a specific mission. Usually those types of missions have 2 or 3 clears. I'm hoping for 3. And every time they appear, first of all, if you clear it with clear tickets, they're not going to appear at all, but you have to start the mission. And if you start the mission and you don't see any pop-up, then you just quit the game without letting the mission finish and then just restart it so you don't lose your entry. If you actually see an animation that says LI shifter or something like that, just let it finish and you will get the clear. and you get you get a bio from her. So you just keep doing that for all your entries, and you guarantee that for each entry you do get a bio for her. And as I expect, usually in 2 days we should have enough to unlock her, and then you can mega 6-star and mega tier 2 if you want to. Anyway, as far as she goes, for the leadership, she will increase all defense by 25% for all allies. The tier 2 passive will increase guaranteed critical rate by 25%, increase skill damage by 35%, and bonus damage by 35%. The passive will apply to all allies, increasing damage by 25% and increasing damage dealt to super villains by 45%. So just pretty nice buff there. The first skill will apply shock and damage. The second skill will apply bleed, silence, and paralysis ignoring immunity, a shield of 6 hits for 3 seconds. The third skill will apply bleed, shock, and stun, and it will heal her for 20%, and also buff her attack and defense by 55%, all speed by 5%, and critical rate by 20%. And lastly, we have the damage as well. Fourth skill will allow us to use it up to 5 times. So you basically, as they showed on the live stream, you just use a rotation and you want to proc on the 4th, and you just keep smashing the attack button until it actually goes on cooldown. So the cooldown will be pretty much 0. You can keep mashing it. It will apply shock, invincibility for 3 seconds, increase damage by 50% for 2 attacks. So that's pretty nice. That's going to apply the whole time, I'm pretty sure. And of course the damage as well. The fifth skill will apply bleed, stun, and then immunity for 5 seconds, increase all attacks by 55% as well. No damage accumulation as far as I could see. So at this point we have 2 characters with damage accumulation, 2 characters without. We'll have to see if she has it on her transcended skill, but no, usually transcended skills don't have that. Let's keep going. We have Venus, or Aphrodite. She's going to be a universal superhero, alien female. She is going to have the order instinct. You get her through just biometrics, so through the selector biometrics, just a free character at this point. You can also craft her bios. You can also get her through the premium hero chest or free hero chest, so obviously don't do that. And also you get her through one of the missions. Most likely it's going to have 10 clears per day, so yeah. You might get 10 or a little bit more bios for her, or she might have a double drop rate sometimes, so yeah, keep that in mind. The leadership skill will only apply to Olympus allies only, and she will pretty much remove all debuffs for 12 seconds with a cooldown of 20 seconds. The tier 2 passive will apply to Olympus characters again. It will increase damage dealt to supervillains by 45% and decrease damage received by supervillains by 35%. Immunity to charm on her passive, and decrease damage received by 30%. And also when she gets hit, she will get invisibility, with ignored targeting for 2 seconds, and there's going to be a cooldown of 5 seconds before that happens again. The first skill will apply snare, shield for 6 hits and 3 seconds, and then damage. She also has mind damage, by the way, so that's 3 characters that would require judgment. The second skill will apply burn and decrease mind resist by 5%, stackable to 30%, ignoring immunity, and then damage. Third skill will apply mind control, paralysis, ignoring immunity. By the way, mind control will increase damage received by 10% for 5 seconds for the enemies. It will also have damage accumulation for her. And that's going to be a 1% type of damage accumulation. That's going to be on damage that you deal. And then lastly, her damage. The fourth skill will apply shock, decrease mind resist by 10%, stackable to 70%, ignoring immunity. Invincibility for 6 seconds, and then an increase to mind damage by 35% for 7 seconds, and then our damage as well. Lastly, our fifth skill will apply silence, charm, decrease all defense by 10%, stackable to 50%, ignoring immunity, a heal of 30%, and then immunity for 7 seconds as well. Now, that's pretty much it for the characters themselves, just the base kits. We are going to talk about the tier 3 of Hercules and Hades and their tier 4 as well now. So, tier 3 skill has been added for Hercules. This power will aid him in all adventures and achievements he will experience. The tier 3 skill will apply fracture, incapacitation, paralysis ignoring immunity, ignore dodge by 80% for 8 seconds, invincibility for 8 seconds, increase all attacks by 50% for 8 seconds, and then the damage. So no damage accumulation on Hercules. That may really suck. Now, we're just seeing the animation once again. We saw it on the live stream, and we'll see it again when the update drops. Tier 4 advancement has been added for Hercules, who will continue to forge ahead on the path of a glorious warrior, of course. Now, the Tier 4 striker skill will increase all attack by 80% for 7 seconds and ignore all damage over max HP plus 12% for 4 seconds. So is that... So it's not even all damage over max HP. It has to also have more than plus 12% of that added. So even like if it is max HP, it will apply maybe. I don't know. I have to confirm that. Next, we have Hades as the cold-hearted king of the underworld. He harbors ambitions to rule in even wider domain. Check out Hades, Pluto's tier 3 ultimate skill. The tier 3 skill, it will enhance some normal skills within range. I'm not sure what they mean by that, but either way, it enhances some of the skills. Like they mentioned, the first, second, and third skill will actually change. I'm not sure about the fourth or fifth. They didn't show that and didn't mention that, so most likely not. The effect will apply burn to the enemies. It will increase, it will ignore dodge rate by 100% for 10 seconds. It will have an 80% chance to penetrate super armor, barrier, shield, all damage, immune, invincibility effect. It will give him invincibility for 8 seconds. It will increase all attacks and defense by 40%, all speed by 1, and critical rate by 30. And lastly, our damage. Let's see his tier 3 skill. We already saw it, and we will see it again, of course, when the update drops. It's pretty cool. Tier 4 advancement has been added. Let's see this, the abilities of that skill. It will increase all resistance by 80% for 10 seconds and increase fire damage by 50% of flame resistance up to 100%. So most likely his artifact will give him fire resist. But yeah, that's fine, I guess. But yeah, it really depends on his fire resist, as far as I can see. We are going to talk about the tier 3 of Zeus, which they didn't mention above, but yes, he gets his tier 3, but now no tier 4, at least just now, because on the mid-month batch, he will definitely get tier 4 as well. Now, tier 3 skill has been added for Zeus. No one will dare stand against the great power of the leader of Olympus. The skill will apply shock and panic. It will ignore dodge by 100% for 10 seconds. It will give him an 80% chance to penetrate super armor, barrier, shield, all damage, immune, and invincibility effect. He gets invincibility for 8 seconds and then damage. So yeah, the panic will increase damage received by 35% to the enemies, by the way, just so you know. Let's go with the tier 3 skill. Let's see that animation really quick again, since I kind of cut it off. It is a pretty badass skill. By the way, it's funny that we do see, I think that's Pluto, right? No, that's Neptune, most likely. But it's pretty interesting that we see all the planets around him, because, you know, they kind of make sense for him. Now we're going to talk about Athena and Venus's awakening and transcendence. So they will both get that through the November update. We have burn, stun, fracture, decrease all defense by 10%, stackable to 50%, ignoring immunity. Critical rate and critical damage increased by 35%, ignore dodge by 70%, 70% chance to penetrate super armor, barrier, shield, all damage, immune, invincibility effects. She gets invincibility, removes all debuffs, and increase all attack and defense by 25%, and then damage. Now we're going to check the one for Venus. She will apply burn, stun, fracture, decrease all defense by 10%, stackable to 50, ignoring immunity. Critical rate, critical damage increased by 35%, ignore dodge by 70%, 70% chance to penetrate super armor, barrier, shield, all damage, immune, and invincibility effect for 10 seconds. She gets invincibility, removes all debuffs, and a buff to all attack and defense by 25%, and the damage. We have both both scales right here. I'm just gonna leave them both going on the screen. We'll check them obviously when the update drops anyway. We are going to talk about the new Epic Quest. Before I do that, let me just enjoy this a little bit. Nice. So the Epic Quest right here, when we actually unlock Hercules, he's most likely gonna be tier 2 already. So Hercules is a native tier 2 character and can only be upgraded through the Epic Quest. Hercules tier 2 passive will apply immediately upon acquisition. He can advance up to tier 3 through the Epic Quest without a separate potential search and enhancement. Oh, okay. So you can get him to tier 3 without actually having to find CCF, I guess? I think that's what they mean. Zeus is actually native tier 2, not even native tier 3. That's actually pretty good. A native tier 2 that has additional Pierce is actually a good news, man. I mean it. Native tier 2 hero can be acquired when meeting the hero progression development requirement in King of the Gods menu. So you have to have tier 2 Hercules, tier 2 Modok, tier 2 Cho, tier 2 Venus, tier 2 Ares, tier 2 Athena, and tier 2 Pluto. Okay, that's interesting. So you don't have to have some of them. No, actually, that's all of them. But we also have to have Modok and Cho. Never mind. Sorry. Special rewards and exclusive stage benefits will be available through the Epic Quest Deluxe Pack. Okay, we know about that. Deluxe Pack benefits can be available after purchasing with crystals. So the Deluxe Pack will give you deluxe benefits plus 1,000 crystals and 2,500 VIP points will be acquired immediately upon in-app purchase. I don't think that's the case if you buy it through crystals. Let me see. Yeah, I think that's the special deluxe pack. That's actually if you actually buy it with with actual money. So let's not. Let's actually talk about this section right here. This is what you get if you actually buy this with crystals. So you get the reward for completing story mode and whatever, all the rewards throughout the Epic Quest. You also get 6-star Hades or Pluto instantly, and you unlock the mission instantly where you get his bios as well. So yeah, you can just actually unlock him this way and just go through the Epic Quest. You don't need to waste any tier 2 ticket or mega tier 2 ticket on him. Just a normal tier 2 ticket would be fine. At least in my opinion, I would do it because I have too many of them. But you could also just skip and just actually get his bios and you'll be fine. This is 6,600 crystals. I thought they were gonna actually discount them. Huh. What? The price of deluxe product and quest pack for each existing Epic Quest has been lowered. Please check the link below for details. Yeah, we knew that had happened, but we thought they would actually also lower the cost for this pack, the new one as well. Never mind, guess not. Okay, so you can buy them both at the same time, of course. Deluxe benefits will apply immediately upon purchase. Crystal refunds may be unavailable after purchase, so be careful, guys. The special deluxe, again, will also apply immediately. Yeah, and also refunding will be restricted. Special stage, blah, 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 will be available even after the Epic Quest is completed. That makes sense. Only the old ones. Ah, okay. Okay, so I might have enough to get the deluxe pack. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, Thursday is coming around soon, so usually we also get a bit of crystals on that date. But whatever. Anyway, special items can be acquired through the Epic Quest collection. They can acquired by a fixed probability when clearing each stage. So yeah, basically the normal missions, the ones with the shifter, well, I don't think the deluxe mission would actually do this because then you would limit a lot of people. But I'm not spending. Nope, not gonna do it. I'm broke these days, bruh. I have like 6,100 ish. So I'll have to wait a little bit, but I'll get it. Next, let's actually check what we would get. So we would get 50 bios of Athena if we find which mission gives you that, and if we clear it enough times to get it. We have a tier 2 mega advancement ticket. That's actually a nice reward. Godstone, 100 of them. That's fine. And a premium comic card chest. So those are pretty nice rewards. I can't lie. That's actually pretty good. Now we're gonna move on to the Alliance Battle Mode, Infinite Challenge Edition, and improvements. So the Infinite Challenge Mode, Doctor Strange has requested the Agent's help to defeat powerful. Bro, I went from making 2,000 a month to 400 a month. I'm broke. Are you not gonna go back to work or what? That's a really low amount, bro. So, Doctor Strange has requested the agent's help to defeat powerful supervillains threatening the safety of all dimensions beyond the world. Please help him protect the peace of the multiverse. The newly added Infinite Challenge mode in this update is the new content in the in Alliance Battle. It is structured to continuously battle bosses with difficulty levels higher than World Boss Legend, acquiring points by dealing damage or defeating them. What the hell? This is even harder than World Boss Legend? But they said it should not be hard. I'm on disability until August, then I can go back to work. Oh, I see, man. Okay, yeah, definitely you need to save quite a lot now. Damn, that really sucks, bro. Holy shit. But also, why is this harder than World Boss Legend? They said it wasn't going to be difficult. Whatever. With the new addition of the Infinite Challenge mode, the categories of each mode have been subdivided into boss battle and relay battle, and the schedule for progression has been changed as follows. So, Alliance Battle period 2 weeks, it is now 4 weeks. Normal Extreme Legend mode progression days are from Monday to Friday, and then Infinite Challenge mode, it's Saturday and Sunday. So most likely when we do the stream, we might not actually get to do this. Because I usually stream on Fridays. There are rare cases when I do it on Saturday as well, but we'll have to see. I found out when I'm going to in for the surgery on. I find out when I'm going for the surgery on my right knee on the 17th. So that's when you found out that you wouldn't actually go to work for a while. Damn. Yeah, they don't fucking prepare you for that kind of shit sometimes. Yeah. Participation is limited to once per day, and a certain amount of gold is required to proceed with the challenge mode. Infinite Challenge mode does not require separate conditions for unlocking, but it is not the progression day for each mode. The only training mode is available. Score reset occurs every Friday at 1 a.m. Thursday at 5 PST, whatever. For Alliance Tournament, the score reset time and progression period remain the same as before. Please refer to the table below for entry requirements per round for each mode. The weakness for each mode will change sequentially on a 28-day cycle. Extreme mode, Silence, Paralyze, and Burn. And then Legend mode, Snare, Shock, Fracture. Wow, this is gonna be... Fix the settings. 2 ads in 2 minutes and kicking my ass, bro. What the hell, bro? No, it is every 30 minutes. Whoa. I'm really sorry, man. I actually can't control any more than what I've done already. So, what happens is I've set it to only show an ad every 30 minutes. So if it's showing more than that, it's also YouTube automatically inserting ads once in a while when it thinks it's supposed to. I really don't know why. What they also do is even if you switch off ads completely as a channel, they will apply them anyway just so they can get the revenue. It's very messed up. But I can't actually, change it. Now, for round 1, normal mode, we have blast and then no restriction, no restriction. Is that how it works? Wait. No, sorry. Normal mode, first round is blast, second round no restriction, third round no restriction, I guess. Fourth round, it's speed characters. Fifth round is universal characters. Sixth round is female characters. Seventh round is super villains. Combat on the 8th, no restriction on 9, no restriction on 10. 11, it's speed types. 12 is universal types. 13 is female characters. 14 super villains. 15 is blast. 16 is no restriction. So basically they repeat. Okay, so normal mode, basically we have this set of 2 weeks which will repeat for the whole month. Okay, and then for the extreme mode, first day it's gonna be speed superhero female, then no restriction. Fourth day it's combat female, then speed supervillain, then universal supervillain, then male mutant, then combat superhero, then 2 no restrictions, combat superhero human, universal superhero male, blast male, and then supervillain mutant. Now this does not repeat. On the 15th round, we have universal supervillain, no restriction, blast supervillain, universal superhero, female alien, blast female human, speed male human, no restriction, superhero, male alien, combat supervillain, universal human, and supervillain female. This is gonna be so messed up, man. I really don't know what's gonna happen, especially with legend mode. So this also does not repeat. So we have universal male, then 2 no restrictions. We have supervillain human, we have blast superhero, we have combat supervillain male, supervillain alien, universal human, 2 non-restriction, supervillain male, superhero female human, female mutant, speed superhero male, and then we have speed supervillain, 2 non-restrictions. We have speed female, combat alien, blast superhero male, inhuman, universal superhero male, 2 non-restrictions, universal female, superhero alien, male mutant, combat superhero human at the end. Lastly, we have the infinite challenge mode. Actually, I am a bit stupid, my bad. Whenever I said no restriction, by the way, I was wrong. I think or I might be right, never mind, but I think they might also be Saturday and Sunday, where we don't have ABX and ABL and AB. So that we will have to see. I might be super freaking stupid, but I think that's what it is. Yes, if you notice, every time there's an empty slot here, we have slots right here. So yeah, actually I was wrong, but the infinite mode at least doesn't change too much. On Saturday we will have combat and then no restriction, and then speed and no restriction, and I think on the next round we will have blast and no restriction, and universal and no restriction. So actually it's gonna be the first Saturday is gonna be combat, first Sunday is gonna be no restriction, second Saturday is gonna be blast, second Sunday is no restriction, third Saturday is speed, third Sunday is no restriction, fourth Saturday is universal, and fourth Sunday is no restriction. I think that's how it works. I really have to see. This table was a bit confusing, but whatever. I think I kind of understood it. In Infinite Challenge mode, you will form a team of 3 heroes who meet the participation requirements, type, gender, allies, ability, etc. For that round, it's sequentially battle 6 bosses. During combat, if all heroes become incapacitated, you can use crystals to continue, but this function is not available when using Challenge mode. Okay. In Infinite Challenge mode, you will sequentially battle 6 bosses for 4 minutes, acquiring scores and bonus time. Score: you can acquire points when dealing damage to the boss and additional points when defeating them. Bonus time: this refers to additional time available for combat beyond the basic 4 minutes, and it is acquired if you defeat the boss before the rage gauge displayed below the boss's XP charges to 100. Oh man, this is gonna be so annoying. And as we can see, it might just be the usual World Boss Legends that we defeat anyway, but they're just going to be tougher, so that's going to really suck. When the Rage Gauges reaches 100% bonus, 100% bosses will become stronger, and you will not be able to gain bonus dime. Dodging the enraged boss's powerful attacks will temporarily weaken the boss. Okay, so we basically just run around then, and then that should be fine. Let's see. After the basic combat type of 4 minutes has elapsed, the battle using secured bonus time will begin. I don't know if it shows you how long the bonus time is and where it would show you that, but okay, that's interesting. Rewards are distributed based on the score achieved at the end of the battle. Weekly ranking rewards, weekly MVP rewards are calculated by summing the highest scores from normal, extreme, legend, infinite challenge modes. Rewards not obtained in infinite challenge mode can be acquired by achieving the necessary score for that reward using challenge mode. Okay, so if you fail, you can still redo it through challenge mode and you will still have the chance to get rewards anyway. So that's pretty good. The score achievement reward list can only be viewed in progression day of each mode. Infinite challenge score achievement rewards are as follows. So again, we really don't know what this means. So we know what this means, right? Don't get me wrong, but we don't know how difficult it is to get here, right? And for example, for my power level, I wouldn't know where I would normally fall, right? Like I could also be, I could only be able to maybe just do 4.5 million, right? And anything above that would be maybe super difficult for me. I don't know, right? But let's see. So we have gold, 1 million gold, we have some awakening crystals, we have some metal gem fragments, we have some uniform XP chips, we have celestial essence, we have superior boost ISO 8s. Screw them, I don't want them. ISO 8 chests, holy hell. Celestial essence again, awakening crystals again, collection token chest, 2 or 3, one time. We have metal gem fragments, we have extreme boost ISO 8, who cares. We have tier 3 material supply chest, 50 materials. We have collection token chest, we have 2 million gold, we have artifact chest, we have power demigurge, we have comic card chest, 4-star to 6-star, that really sucks. We have collection token chest, which is going to be 3 to 4 and 1 chest. We have tier 4 material chest, we have 50 materials. We basically get to choose if we want life seed, soul or carbonadium. That's fine, I guess. It would have been nicer if it was just pretty much all of them, 50 of each. We have Godstone, we have premium gift box Pierce, 3 or 4. We have Enchanted Uru and collection token chest, and lastly gift box as well. Yeah, anyway, I really don't think it's gonna be easy to get there. The tier 4 materials start or get given out on the 16 million score, right? So it's gonna be very difficult. I really don't think I'll be able to get that high. It would be really nice if I could, but that's a really low amount for that type of score. In the Alliance Battle ranking, the ranking is determined by summing the highest scores of each Alliance member from the normal, extreme, legend, infinite challenge mode. For Alliance Tournament, the top first to 16 rankers based on the highest score will advance, same as before. So I really don't know how this will work. I don't know where we will fall damage-wise and score-wise. It might be super difficult to actually get this, so it will depend. Let me check. So we have improvements to extreme mode. The hero tag cooldown is now reset upon successfully exploiting the weakness. What? Oh, okay. So oh, that's so good. That is so good. I love this. This is gonna make extreme mode even easier. It's basically what we get with Alliance Battle Legend, where we can actually move in with a support character and just disrupt the boss from being able to do the roar. And we are able to switch right back to the damage dealer. That is so much better. We don't waste like 10 seconds having to wait for our tag to be back available to switch back to the damage dealer. That is very good. Monthly schedule, the name has been changed from weekly to monthly, and a button to adjust the units of 5 rounds has been added. Okay. Okay, that's fine. It doesn't matter. Alliance Battle Score, a function to check the score acquired in each round has been added. 29 days worth of scores are recorded, and the score from the oldest round is deleted as days pass. pass. How to check Alliance Battle main screen, tab, and the icon in the bottom left. Okay, whatever, we'll figure it out. Relevant information. We have confirmed an issue where points rewards are not being distributed even after playing the Infinite Challenge when a challenge related to Alliance Battle normally set as a mission in certain events. Affected events, Future Pass, Cosmic Core, Timeline Survival. Please note that this mission count for certain special pass challenge is being applied normally. So okay. I mean, is it an issue? I don't know. We apologize for inconvenience regarding the event progression that will take place after the update on the 4th of November. As a temporary measure, we have adjusted the acquisition points for the Alliance Battle normal event missions. Future Pass normal, it's from 50 to 80, and Future Pass Legendary, it's from 60 to 90. Future Pass Mythic is from 100 to 130. Cosmic Core event, you get 50, instead of 50, you get 80, and Timeline Survival event, instead of 3, you get 9. So I think there are some missions and some challenges that require you to do Alliance Battle, and if it's a Saturday on Sunday and you have Alliance Battle Infinite or whatever it is, it's not going to count. So they can't fix it in time, and what they're doing is they're just giving us more rewards for when we do it, when we end up doing it. So whatever. When this is fixed, they will actually adjust the points back to normal. Okay. Custom Gear Reforge system improvements to help agents proceed more smoothly through various content. We have added a guaranteed super success Reforge system to ease the difficulty of acquiring brilliant CDPs. Through the system, when reforging normal mighty CDPs, points will accumulate based on the number of additional reforging materials added. When refining after reaching 100% accumulation, you are guaranteed to acquire a brilliant CDP. So you have to fail 10 times, and on the 11th, you get it for sure. You can find more details below, blah, blah, blah. We know how that works. It's totally fine. So yeah, every time you add an additional CDP to try to actually, get your mighty or brilliant, you add one more point. So when you reforge a CDP of rage, excluding, and you don't add any extra CDPs, you get 2 points. When you reforge a CDP of rage, and you add a CDP of Insight and CDP of Judgment, you get 4 points essentially. So you added 2 CDPs. Yeah, that is how it works. So blah, blah, blah. It will carry over even if you're reforging another CDP, you give up on a rage or whatever. And then when you succeed, the gauge will go down to 0. When applied, reforging the next guarantee super success will get it to 100% or more. When not applied, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't matter. We get the idea. I don't know why they explain it like 7 times. New comic card and collection. 5 new comic cards with the Fantastic Four Classics theme have been added. Collect these comic cards with powerful options and upgrade them all to Mythic to acquire energy attack increase by 3% effect as a collection reward. So let's see this. This is the most important one to check. So this gives you all attack and all defense increase and cooldown. That really sucks that it gives so much all defense that we don't really need. But this would be nice to have for like the increase in instinct attack by 20% chance at a 5% chance. I don't know. We'll have to see if this is worth it. The second stat could be critical rate, and the third stat could be critical damage, and it would work. Maybe even dodge. It doesn't matter. The other cards, they just really don't matter at all. They do have a lot of like procs, so that's pretty cool. Pretty cool for people that want to get started and they don't have any premium cards yet. We have new artifacts after the November update. Exclusive passive skill artifacts for Hercules, Hades, Zeus, Athena, and Venus will be added. The one for Hercules will increase damage dealt to superheroes by 20% and additional 0.5% total instinct up to 1%. The one for and then it will also increase damage dealt to supervillains by 200% and an additional 0.5% of total instinct up to 100%. The one for Hades will ignore dodge by 20% and additional 0.5% of total instinct up to 200%. It will also increase all attacks by 20% and an additional of 0.5% of total instinct up to 200%. The Zeus one will ignore dodge by 20% and additional 0.5% of total instinct up to 200%. It will increase damage dealt to supervillains by 20% and additional 0.5% of total instinct up to 200%. The one for Athena will increase damage dealt to enemies with 50% or higher by 20% and additional 0.5% of total instinct up to 200%. And lastly, the one for Venus will ignore dodge by 20% and an additional 0.5% of total instinct up to 200% and increase all attacks by 20% and an additional of 0.5% of total instinct up to 200%. We have the new future pass and the special icons. The $10 one gives you the Venus icon. The $30 one gives you the Zeus one. Well, technically $40. We have a Scarlet Witch one, and this is most likely going to be from the event, so you just don't want it. You really don't. Why is a Wanda icon here? Are we supposed to expect Wiccan? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. They have an update to some deals, other improvements and changes. World Boss, a function to check whether to use striker support attacks had been added. This function is also applied to the allied team list. Huh. So I guess it checks whether, like, on the team you have, there's any striker that will just randomly show up. I think that's what it means. Timeline battle, team battle arena, the following have been revamped. So available entries 10 times, they've been switched to 5 times. They've just doubled the rewards. Crystal charging amount count and related achievement challenge counts have been reduced by half. Okay, that's really nice. Additionally, for details regarding the revamped content, including the available time period and the number of entries on the updated day, please refer to the link below, blah, 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 for the pre-notice that we've already checked. Keeping in mind from what they say, you can actually do Timeline Battle and Team Battle Arena today, and you actually should, because they will reset so that you can do them again after the update drops. So, double rewards. Craft, the default crafting quantity for some items has been increased. That's nice, I guess. Story fragment conversion, the number of owned fragments is now displayed on the guaranteed conversion fragment conversion results pop-up. The gauge increase rate for elite gear limit break success has been adjusted. The level limit break gauge acquisition amount for super success and for success has increased from level 81 onwards. Ultra success will fill the gauge entirely, same as before. Okay, so that's pretty nice. We just get to upgrade them a bit faster. That's much better. Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch's allies have been changed to human. Their instinct remains as order. Wow, okay, so they're not other anymore. I don't think... I mean, we have other. It's gonna be... or unknown, whatever they were. Like, huh. They are mutants, assholes. The number of zombies appearing has been adjusted to ease the difficulty of zombie survival. That's nice. It was still pretty difficult. World Boss Legend, Thanos and Black Order fixed an issue where the boss's type was not applied as boss after the boss transition phase. Emma Frost fixed an issue where part of the uniform's appearance was not displayed normally. Hulk Amadeus Cho fixed an issue where some effects and modeling were not displayed normally when using the Awakened skill. And that's pretty much it. So, yeah, guys. That's pretty cool. I really don't know if actually, what I would suggest is don't play the game at all, even if we actually get double rewards from Timeline Battle Arena and Timeline Battle, because depending on how much energy you might have, you might actually be able to like steamroll through the epic quest on the first day, and you might get stuck on some mission that might require Timeline Battle clears. So, in my opinion, just don't play the game at all. The Timeline Battle and the Timeline Battle Arena is debatable. You can decide about that. I really don't know. It's up to you guys. I might get tempted and actually do them, but the rest should be untouched. Because you might have missions requiring you to spend energy. You might have missions requiring you to do some specific stages that you can't reset. I mean, Timeline and Timeline Battle Arena, you can reset, but I wouldn't do it because I don't have enough crystals to even get the deluxe package immediately, let alone to actually also spend for resetting entries. So this is pretty interesting. We'll have to see how our score goes and how far we can get on the rewards. We never know. We might actually get quite a lot of points through that if it is pretty easy. If not, it's gonna be a bit of a waste of time, but whatever. Anyway, that's pretty much it, guys. I don't really think there's anything else. It's gonna be pretty interesting. We'll have to see how it goes. We will check it out when we actually do the stream. We'll see if it's worth it. When the update drops tomorrow, I'll try to go as far as I can with the Epic Quest. I hope I can go pretty far, but we'll have to see. Anyway, guys, that's pretty much it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys next time. Bye for now, baby. Bye.